My husband of 12 years passed away to a rare form of cancer. Helping people realize how short and precious everything is what brought me here.
Hello.
Good to meet you. I'm Steven.
Steven, Kento.
Kento, welcome to my space. My name is Steven and I am the owner of Farm in Broome, and we were just saying it's here in Broome County, upstate New York, not too far from Binghamton or New York City, depending on which direction you want to go, east or west. This farm it's a working farm, so we've got animals, but what we're also doing is creating experiences and memories for people to have the opportunity to unwind, disconnect. We've got hiking here, we've got animal encounters, but really tying the whole thing together, and the common thread is what I like to say is a place for you to rest, reflect, and grow. And I'll do random things. They are way up here in the field. They're probably in the shade, but this is just like beautiful field. You cross the creek, disappear for a minute. Yeah. We're trying to grow some stuff, and I've never grown corn and I've never grown things before, but I was like, let's just put it in the ground from seed and see what happens. I don't want rules here. I want myself to explore. I want people to explore and listen to nature. When I first got here, coming from the city, I would listen with my earbuds in all of the time. And I quickly realized that I was shutting out what was really around me, the sounds of the birds, the sounds of the breeze, the grass blowing, and that just became so much more interesting than a soundtrack. Put on our playlist, we want to look at our phone, we want to disappear, we just want to be like, oh, I'm just going to get into the zone. But I want this to be the zone, this to be the place where you're just like, wow, look at the windmills, look at this natural overgrown pasture that's just doing its thing. And the birds that come out, the flowers that bloom, the smells. I mean, I just love it. Super cool. I'm gonna grab a hairbrush and we're gonna step over the fence.
Is it off now?
Yeah, I just turned it off.
I don't get shocked.
You're good to go. These cows, their names are Frickin' Frack. They're Scottish Highland cows. I know you have company today. Let me fix your hair so that you look good on camera. You want a center part or just brush over, comb over, buddy? They love this. I bring school groups up here with kids, and they just hang out and are like, yup, this is it. This is what we do. Alright, we'll come back later. We're gonna go in the woods and wander a little bit. Alright. So we're gonna head over and check out some mushrooms. We started some mushroom farming last year. We inoculated some logs. We have some blue oyster and shiitake mushrooms. So I learned that it takes about a year from the time you inoculate the logs. So we did that last fall. And hopefully this fall we'll have some mushrooms growing. Over here is where we have them. So if you've never seen how mushrooms are grown, this is what we've got here in the woods. So all the little wax dots are where we put the plug in with the mushroom spores. We, as they say, harvested these trees in the fall. This is a maple log. We cut it into pieces, drilled little holes in all of them, tapped in the little spores, waxed it over, and let it sit here for a year. Hopefully it works. Fingers crossed. Our mentor said, just let it go, and it'll take a while. So if it works in the fall, we'll have them, and I think they will continue to, as they say, fruit for the next 4 to 5 years. And we'll do more like a succession. So this fall we'll do some more, and next fall some more, so that we can continually have mushrooms. But they're here in the pines, hanging out. It's moist, it's cool, it's chill. And hopefully they're happy and give us some fruit. So, as I swallow a bug, behind you is something that, I get the bug out of my mouth. Behind you is something that you discover when you're here at the farm. So, if you turn around, I'm not sure if you can see it yet, but I had a close friend, an artist from Brooklyn. She came up to this amazing old pine tree that has multiple trunks on it and just started picking up sticks and started weaving them and starting just creating this beautiful installation, amazing pine that's got tons of stories to share with us, and even pick up another stick anywhere from around the property and be a part of this piece, because it will continue to grow as more people come and more people engage with it. And that is part of reflection. So that may be therapeutic to create things, it may be nice to do things with your hands, and that's what she did here, was just spent some time reflecting. Everything's a first year around here.
Right.
First year I've had cows, first year I've had sheep, first year I've grew mushrooms, first year I lived through a really cold upstate New York winter. I officially sold my place in New Jersey in September and moved up here and lived in a camper as my house was being built. So I put all of my belongings into shipping containers, and I stored everything that I owned in these containers while I lived inside this as they were building my house. It's a nice trailer, but it doesn't matter how nice it is when it is 5 degrees outside with a wind chill factor of about -30. It's still very cold. You have this random chicken coming to visit you who has a hysterical story. So I had a bunch of chickens up here in the wintertime, and this one escaped and I couldn't catch it. And it made itself a home with my goats for the winter and survived. And this is their friend, the silly chicken. Welcome to I don't even think the power's on, so it might be dark in here. I set up my computer to work at the desk. There was a lot more stuff in here when I was living in here. Oh, I also have 3 dogs. So it was me and 3 dogs in here for 7 or 8 months. My husband was an artist. He was a creative spirit, and he was goofy and fun.
Hello.
And then my husband of 12 years passed away to a rare form of cancer. Around his 30th birthday, he was diagnosed with a rare form of head and neck cancer. And for the next 6 years, it was a constant up and down, unsure of the future.
Today is the first day of my chemotherapy treatment. These bags have headbuds, my sketchbook, my hat, and everything. And I'm ready. That's it.
But grief and trauma is who I am to the core, and helping people navigate that and helping people realize how short and precious everything is what brought me here. The sounds, the simplicity, the clarity, the freshness just was, I wanted a space where I could bring all of this together and where I could allow people to experience meaningful experiences. And having loss and trauma my entire life, really, I see it as, it's weird to say, but I see it as a blessing and a skill and something that I learned from a very young age. My mother's brother was in a tragic accident before I was born and was paralyzed. Later in life, in 2004, my 19-year-old brother was killed in a tragic ATV accident. That was another moment of trauma and shift and change in my life, and my perspective on things adjusted. 5 years ago this August, my father passed away to a rare autoimmune disorder. So from the moment I was born, we were brought into a situation where we saw caregiving and where we saw trauma and where we saw people that needed support and where we saw our family share love and emotions. I found a lot of great apple trees back in here, found some more stone walls. And then said to myself in my learning, well, if the apple trees are still here and no one's really done anything for a very long time, maybe this should be an orchard. Okay, so I'm making it into a memorial orchard. Leave something behind, but also be a part of the story as it grows. So in the memorial orchard, I have trees that are dedicated in honor and memory of folks. Throughout the property, I have birdhouses. So folks purchase birdhouses and we get their names engraved on it and we hang them around the property. So now they're creating a safe space for a young bird family. And I also have benches around the property. So you can take a moment to sit and reflect, and someone's name is 3D printed and attached to the bench. So people are able to leave these tributes behind, which make the space more beautiful, which make the space have more stories. If folks want to share their stories, I do collect them and I do publish them on the website. So there are QR codes in different spots where it'll take you to our website. And if someone has chosen to share the story of their uncle or their grandparent, it lives on there so someone else can learn something from coming here. How many do we have? I think I have 15 chairs already and maybe 50 birdhouses. People have really connected to it. It was an idea that I had like later on, and then I was like, nah, let me just launch it on like Black Friday. Let's have like a cool holiday launching. They went crazy. People loved it. So we added more to it. I've added hay bales for the animals. I've added treats for the animals. I've added gas for generators. So anything that people wanted to give and support to keep the farm going is absolutely welcome. I've built this and I'm doing everything myself and with the help of family members and close friends. And I've met a lot of great people in this community who've come out to support in the wintertime, who come out all of the time just to say, hey farmer, how you doing? What's going on up there? What do you need? If I'm not at the local diner on Friday nights, I get phone calls. Where are you? What's going on? Are you coming down? Do you need anything? Are you okay? Because people know that I'm here alone and that I'm doing this alone and figuring it out. And they're very excited to support and guide and watch the journey. So this one, so these are what they are. So these are 3D printed signs that we have made. This tree has been planted in memory of Rick Marion. And this is a peach tree, which is the first year, and there's actually a peach on there, which is kind of cool, because normally that doesn't happen in the first year. But we have peaches, plums, apples, pears, and persimmons. And as we get more signs, we plant them, we fill this field. They're not in an organized orchard fashion. They're not, explore. My cousins who dedicated a tree were like, okay, well, where do you want us to put it? And I was like, wherever you feel like you're gonna want to put it. My childhood friends and my family all saw me growing up in the countryside. And then Mom always took me to New York City to see shows, and I just fell in love with it. So when I had the opportunity to move there, I did. I lived and worked around the city for 18 years. In events and hospitality, and absolutely loved it. I had some amazing experiences, the best experiences that people would die to have, and I loved it. I love the city. I love the food. I love the craziness. I love the hot, disgusting summers on the subway in the city. Like, it was just a really awesome space. And this is just different. Let me give you another bottle of water. Here, drink some water. So like I said, there's no power here. So I have a battery inverter that I take up to the house to plug it in. Then there's no service. So I have a Starlink down here. So I can get Wi-Fi while I'm down here because it needs to be I need to be safe. So if something happens, my walkie-talkie is not going to go anywhere. So I need to have some Wi-Fi nearby. So I have Wi-Fi down here and then Wi-Fi by my house. But if you get too far into the fields, there's no Wi-Fi. This is the this is a map of the original farm that was here that was then subdivided when I purchased it, and we combined it and came up with this really cute, fun graphic of the farm and what we're trying to do. And there are different roads already cut through the woods for hiking. And then I started just doing some merch just to get people into it. Got our logo. We've got some candles. I make some bug spray. We also recently created a coloring book. It's a day at Farm and Broome. So you'll be able to come through and see Frickin' Frack and the pigs that are here and kind of color your own. Being in storytelling and working in events and in marketing, I understood the power of brand and storytelling. So my social media, my content, my branding has all been... Let's go! You were where you weren't supposed to be. What is going on here? We take our duck water and use it to fertilize our plants and our trees. Anybody want a hard-boiled egg? They're from the chickens. Okay, grab an egg. Probably have over 5,000 followers across our different platforms. Our cows have their own Instagram. Goats have them. It's just fun. You're supposed to play as well. So rest, reflect, grow, and play. Crystal, do you have anything that you would like to add to the Upstate New Yorker? Just that you want to chew on my pants. As a storyteller, I needed to make sure that my animals also had stories as well. Not all of them do. Some of them are just cute because I like them. But I have a conservation breed of goats called the San Clemente Island goats. There are anywhere between 1,500 and 2,000 left in the world. And we are working with a very close friend and another small breeder to bring this population back and to educate folks on these rare breeds of goats. So these goats originally came from Spanish settlers on an island off the coast of California in the 1800s. And in the mid-1900s, the islands of the San Clemente are actually owned by the Navy. And the Navy realized that these goats were eating all of the native plants and species on that island that are very hard to find anywhere else in the world. So they started eradicating and getting rid of all of the goats. At that time, it's said that there are potentially about 15,000 of them. They will eat peanuts out of your hand. Not the white one. The white one's just the cute one. This is Katara. Katara is one of our San Clemente Island goats, and she's just a sweetie. We've got Ginger and Lilac. Oh yeah? Is that right? What, sweetie? Are you feeling better today? Yeah. You look better. So my message to Upstate, I think, would be thank you and come visit. I'm so grateful for the community and the people that have shown up, shared things with me, helped and supported me, are encouraging me through messages, and come visit. Come see me. I'm here. I'm in your backyard. I want you to be a part of this journey. I want you to see it. So,
is that right? What's his name?
This is Chloe.
Chloe. Is that right? Chloe?
Chloe.
Chloe? Is that her, Jen?
No, it's a boy.
Oh, it's a boy. Oh.
But they don't know what their gender is. We just picked it. I like the name and then the dog came along.
I thought he got like pink
Right?
heart. Chloe.
We can refer to them as they. He doesn't care.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Now you're gonna have goat slobber on your microphone.